What's up everyone, welcome to this video. Today I'm gonna show you my secret for my 2 tactics that I won the FC Promo with when I've been asking for them. And now I'm gonna show you. I promise you that you won't win it next year, but maybe you can get some extra wins in Weekend League. So let's jump into it. So we had 50 millions for like the team and like maximum 1 player from each promo, so kinda hard to build a team. So as the keeper I decided to go with Vejrgang, I think. You also have to remember that the tournament got played 1 month ago, so all the new cards wasn't out. But that time I think this playstyle was the most important one, and I also think it is now. But like long shots mostly, so I think it was like quite like obvious option, I would say. As right back I had Dalot. Like I think he was better than I expected honestly, but I think his price was maybe 70k or something, but the price he was very good, and you will see later on why I didn't have more coins for like the right back. But I think he was decent compared to, he looks like pretty bad, he has no playstyle plus and anything, but I think he was decent honestly. Then for the center backs we had Stam. I also think he's very good now still, but this tournament he was very good, like just that tackling obviously center back, and the other one Haaland was even better, I would say. If you wonder why he has a center back card, I also don't know how. I don't complain. He made me win this tournament and did a very good job, I would say. So overall, I was pretty happy with the defense, and the left back, Fernandes, you don't even have to speak about him. Like he was obvious in the team, and he's also still the best left back I think. So yeah. Onto the right mid, I had Olise, mostly because of this playstyle you see, Finesse Plus. I think it's very good. Like it's easier to score when you have a chance with him, and you will also see on the instructions later why he get many chances. And he also has some decent other playstyles, dead ball, pretty good, incisive like triangle pass, and then some dribbling stats also like playstats. So he was very good. I also think he was only like 150k or something, so pretty decent. Then Douglas Luiz, I think he was maybe 50k, also extremely good I would say. He also have dead ball, so like we have one here that is left foot, he's right foot, so they can do it in both sides. And then ping pass, like our next pass is very good, and also triangle, then intercept and anticipate, so can also defend, and 3 dribbling playstyles too. So for the price, pretty decent. I don't think you can find any better for the price. And then Gravenberg was only because I had like 500k left or something extra, and I liked him. I played with him like in the beginning of the game when he got released. I liked him very much, but then I didn't play with him for some time, but then I went back to him for this tournament, and I think he's very good. I don't know if he's still that good because of all the new cards, but he has L1 triangle that was extremely good back then. And also triangle like the other 2 midfielders, Finesse and Wyatt, some dribbling playstyles, anticipate. Looks like the other cards, but they're doing very good. And onto the left mid I had Son. That was like a white card I would say. Like I think no one played with him, and also full random call, but also Finesse in gold. That is like the most important on the wing, I would say. And then 3 of these dribbling playstyles, and also quick step for like sprint boost for example. So I would say he was very good, but for now I think there should be better options, but you will also see that in the tournament he was decent for me and did a good job. And now to the big players, we had R9 as the 1 striker, right side. Like his play size is not that good, but like if you just look at his card 5-5, and also like his stats is pretty good. But if you have ever tried him, you know that he's like even better than how he looks. Like if you just look at play style, Olise has 9, he has 8, 6, 5, 5. So like play size is very important. Like this year he has like the same amount like the other players, but there's just something about it that makes him extremely good, and he's like, I think he's one of the best shooters in the game, of course. And if he gets the ball, he will 100% score. And the same goes for this guy, Thierry Henry. I would say that he was the MVP. 4-5, not 5-star skills, but I don't think it's that important. His step balls was very good, I would say. It's not that good this year, but for him it's extremely good. And then he has what, 12 playstyles, 2 in gold, rapid and finesse also. Then chip shots, I don't think it's that important. Power header, also not that important, but he has every single dribbling playstyle, 3 of these physical 2, and his rolls also extremely good. So I would say like just in general the team was very good. I don't think I had like any like player I was thinking that was bad, but when you like just look at the team, 50 million, and I think Angry R9 was like combined 11 or something, so they had to do a lot of the like things, but I also think it was quite worth it because back then I felt like Douglas Luiz for example, it was 50k, but still like he was very good. And I think that if you wanted to like really improve on this position, you maybe had to spend like 1 million or something. So I felt like maybe if you look like and you don't know that much about like how to build a team, it maybe looks stupid because you use so many coins on just 2 players. But for me, and I also think just in general it is like the most clever, because as I said, like the most important thing in a good player this year is just playstyles. And I think you can find many like cheap players that has actually good playstyles, or like these best players in the game. They are of course expensive, and they would like do the biggest difference, I would say. So if we now go to the tactics, you can see the players are different. Don't think about it. It's only because like with like a concept team you can't show tactics or do tactics, so that doesn't matter. We just look at the tactics now. For 2 of course. Then I have balanced here. I think short counter, short passing is not, I don't know. I don't think it's that important to be honest. I just have balanced, and then I mean you can either play 50, 70 or 95, that is like good. I would say 50 is too defensively, it's harder to press, and 95 is like too much, I would say. Also they lose like a lot of stamina, so I would say 70 is perfect. Then we go to the keeper. I have on Buffon goalkeeper plus. That was mostly because he had the role and nothing on sweeper, so I just took like plus, and then I took Balancier. Like I don't think it's that important, but like for through balls for example, he's like a bit faster at coming out. Then for the 2 center backs first, like that's just obvious, like defender. I never tried something else. I think it's by far the best. Defender on both of course. For the right and left back I have fullback defend. I would say that like in the beginning of the year fullback balance was pretty good, and also sometimes like wingback or even attacking wingback, but at the moment I just think fullback defend is the best because many is playing 4-2-1-3. That means they have like 2 wingers that is always like in the attack and ready to score. So I think you need the like defenders. You can also see here like where they stand when you have the ball here without. So I think it's like a must at the moment. Then we go to right and left mid. I had inside forward balance on both. You could also go for a winger, but I feel like you don't get that much out of them compared to like inside forward. So like when you are around the box, they will like get to the like in the box, and you have like 4 players. Yeah, you can see it here. You have like almost 4 players in the box, and you still have the center mids like in the middle also, like the 2 strikers. So I think that's the best. If you want like it more like depth, then you can try winger. But for me, inside forward is the best. Then here on the center mids, I have playmaker on both actually. There's not many who's playing with that, but I feel like if you're good and like if you know how to use it, I feel like it's the best because of course they have like more in the attack and then it's easier to score. But if you're also good at pressing, you doesn't get countered that hard, because if you're just fast enough at doing press after you lose the ball, win it back, or just like let them run back in defense, then I think it's by far the best. Like I would like this is without ball. I don't like it's not that offensive that it sounds like. Playmaker attack sounds very attack, but I don't think it's like that offensive. They're still defending when the opponent has the ball, but if you feel like it's too offensive when you try it, then I would start to probably actually there's like 3 here: box to box, deep line playmaker, and holding. I feel like on the center mids there's nothing that is like way better than the other. I feel like you should honestly just try. First you try playmaker of course, and if it doesn't work that good, then you can try one of these 3 and see what is working the best for you. And then onto the strikers, I had advanced forward attack on both. I don't think like I didn't try much else this year. I tried false 9 a bit, but I feel like they are running a bit like too like deep in the pitch, and I feel like it's better if they're just standing where they should, like when they're striker course. And when I have the playmakers, I don't need them like to run back, because they will stand like, yeah, you can see here Hungary and KDB, they're almost standing like at the same place, and that just wouldn't make sense. So when I have playmaker, I feel like advanced forward is the best, but you could also, if you like, let's say you put him on holding or deep lying, box to box, one of them, then it would probably make sense to like try false 9, because here they're not staying like the same, and then there's like also a different way to play. So first try playmaker advanced forward like this, and if it doesn't work, you can try something like false 9, then box to box or deep line playmaker, and if that's still like too offensive, then just go full defensive and try holding, I would say. So yeah, here we can see the team again, and I would say that I played forward 2 mainly because I knew that almost my opponent would like play 4-2-1-3, and in this formation I would always have the fullbacks on like defense, so they would defend the wingers, and then I still had the like right mid and left mid to like also be on the wing in offense, and to center mids, 2 strikers. I just feel like just in general it's the most balanced formation you can play. It's easy to press, like because there's so many like triangles on the pitch, so like if you're good at player switching, it's very easy to press and win the ball high. And just in general, for me it was the best. I also tried like 4-2-1-3 before a bit, but I feel like if you're very good at the game and know how to like dominate the game and just play on like in a different way, like 4-2-1-3, I feel like you can only play in like one way, and that is like to get it on the wing fast and then maybe to a striker. But here there's so many ways that you can score, and I'm pretty sure that if you try it, you will see what I mean. I mean, if you're used to playing 4-2-1-3, you have like 2 CDMs, so they are more like defensively. This is like with CM, so they're a bit more offensive. So if it doesn't like that much, you could also try maybe 4-4-2 with CDMs. But I feel like you have like 2 strikers, that's very good, and you also have the 2 wingers. So you have kind of like 4 offensive players. While in 4-2-1-3, for example, you only have 3. 4-4-1-1, you only have like also 4, but it's like a camp. So I feel like out of the all formations, this is like the best offensively, and if you're very good at pressing or just fine in pressing, I think in defense it's also very underrated. So I think it's something you should also find out like by yourself, because for me, just to copy like my opponent, what they do doesn't like make me better, like 4-4-2 or something. I started like to play this year, and for me it was very good. Maybe it's not that good for you, and then you should maybe try another formation. But yeah, I would say you should definitely try this out, because I managed to win the tournament and it's a huge one. So I mean, the formation should be good enough also for you to get some extra wins in Weekly League. So just for like build up, I mean, you will also see some clips with like how to build up, but just in general, I think it's very easy. Like 4-2-1-3, for example, it's good at like counter attack, but if it like doesn't get the counter attack, I feel like it's hard to actually build up, because you only have like 1 striker, 2 wingers that is very offensively. But here you have like the wingers that is also like, they're not like fully in their attack, so it's easier to pass to them. You have 2 center mids that can always like pass to each other, and 2 strikers, like, so when you get on the ball, let's say Angry, then you can always pass it to R9, you can pass it back to Gravenberg, you can pass it on the wing to Sutton. So I feel like it doesn't matter who has the ball from the midfield and up to the striker. Like every time you have the ball with a player, you have a like opportunity to pass it to another player. So it's very easy to build up when you start learning the formation, and that's why I think the formation is so good. Thank you for watching, everyone. This was the tactics that everyone has been asking for. There will be a code on the screen now, so you can try them out. And then remember to like and subscribe, and you can also write in the comments like what you want to see in the next video. Maybe another tactic like from another formation, or any gameplay wise, whatever. And then see you next time. Bye bye.